Yeah, 4th place finish. Spurt was actually a double S, so we timed it perfectly. That is a great effort. See, I had a feeling. I'm like, if we run this race right, we can still finish in the money. I said that before we jumped out of the gates. This horse is something special. I'm telling you, watch out for Nightclub. This is going to be a special horse when he hits his peak. That's why I was kind of excited when I did, I decided to, have, where are his parents? Bionic Club and Night Breeze. That's, is Night Breeze still in there? Is she still back there, in the pasture? She should be. That's why I was kind of excited to use Night Breeze as a broodmare. I think some people may have been a little kind of like, I don't know if you should use her, but I think she's solid. Now, she isn't a golden monster, but honestly, I never realized when you actually look at the horses, you can actually see them, carrying the foal. That's actually really neat. I never paid attention to that. Like, their stomachs are actually, that's awesome. I thought Night Breeze was darker, or has her coat changed? Because Night Breeze, her coat was the color of Night Club, the horse that we just raced on. That was her color. So, do the horses' colors actually change in this game as they get older? Let me know that, guys, because I wasn't aware that was actually a thing, which is awesome, because I know that happens. I know that happens sometimes with grays as well. Like Skip Away. Skip Away was darker in his racing days, and then when he retired and was a stud, he became brighter, or lighter. So yeah, let's look at Bionic Club. Here he looks the same. Yeah, see, Sedate Ruler wasn't this white initially. Great Bolero still looks pretty much the same. But yeah, Sedate Ruler was much darker. So that's really cool if that's a thing, if they included that in this game. So yeah, Night Breeze, I think she'll be solid as a broodmare still going forward. All right, I just want to give that a peek. We did 2 races. So Arctic Crop, got to get him in another race. Let's see if we can get him in another GWS. Any more? No. Oh, there's a couple. 6 to 10. So let's run him in this China Mile. Go 8 furlongs. And then Nightclub. D ranked horse already. So, he may have a sustained growth spurt, I'm hoping. Response to 64. We're seeing some good things unlocked from him. Yeah, very good results so far. So I think we can probably run him in an open now. And that was a dirt race. We don't know if he's turf or dirt, but oh no, he is a dirt horse. I ran him on the turf because that was all that was available. He's definitely a dirt horse. So let's get him in another dirt race. He can run 7 furlongs. I almost want to run him in the Kyoto G1, but actually I want to try to get him a win. Let's run him in this open. See how he performs. So we got Bionic Monster up today in a G2. Let's see if we can actually win this. Because like I said, we've been running him in G1s and he's just not winning the G1s like he should be. So I'm just going to drop him in class, see if we can just kind of cash him out on some G2 wins. And that should be good enough. Let's go racing. All right. So G2, we're not going to go through the field. We're the favorite, as we should be. I mean, he was the favorite in the G1s. So let's hope we can actually win this. Dropping him in class should be relatively easy to go ahead and try to secure this. But we got to win. If we don't win, we botch this up. At this point, I'm just kind of like, you know what? This horse is already past his peak. He can be retired any moment now. Whenever we lose him, it's not a big deal. I wasn't even planning on using him as a sire or using him as a stud to sire any foals. So if we do lose him at any point, it's just kind of like, it is what it is. I mean, he's won 3 G1s. He's done quite a bit considering the races I think I've botched with him. He has actually won quite a bit. It's just he should have more. That's all. So if we were to lose him on a bad performance, it is what it is. It's not going to break my spirits like the other horses did, because those horses that we lost, I didn't even really have a chance to get going with. You know, this is a horse I've been able to race with. He's what, 4 years old now, or 5? I was able to race with him at his peak. Like I said, it's just the last couple of G1s within the last year that I have not been doing great with him.
5 furlongs to go.
He doesn't race exactly like his mother does. His mother didn't have a whole lot of issues. We ran into a wall like 2 or 3 times with her, but he doesn't run exactly like her. He definitely has the speed like her, but his running style is a little bit different than hers. We got to fan out because we know what these horses are going to do. We know they're just going to try to take those wide strides. So we got 2 7s, which is looking good.
And they're in the home stretch.
Yeah, we can still just kind of... Yep, we got this. Not even worried. Gotta wait till 1.8. Okay, no revolution, but we should be able to pull away. Like, this is where you're going to see the speed. This is where you're going to see the speed from Bionic Monster. Actually, absolutely rip away. Now, the 1 is still challenging us. Still trying to hang in there, but... Close race, not good. I know. But still able to hang in there. You see the speed kick in. But close race, not good. I was still closer than I would have liked it, but I wasn't really worried we were going to lose that. Not really. Not into G2. But like I said, this is what we're just going to have to do with them. We're just going to keep them to G2s. Even G3s. I mean, sometimes those races can still be competitive. It just depends on the horses in the field and the distance. So, it's still not a bad idea. So, G2s and G3s. I think he's done enough for the G1s. I'd rather not go through that same thing over and over. You know, we'll keep it simple for Bionic Monster. Like I said, that's easy money. It's easy money. Continues to help us stack and get to where we need to get to. So we are maxed out on all of our jockey things except for positioning. Didn't even realize that. So we're still first with averaging. This has honestly been our best year average-wise. I've never stayed above 50 for like a whole year, for more than half a year. It's already October, and I'm still above 50%, or I'm right at 50. I'm hoping we can improve that. We won 8 G1s this year. We're 4th in the leading overall. Let's go ahead and save right quick because we've made some progress. But yeah, it's been a good year. You guys know, though, once we get to the end of the year, we'll be starting, I think I'll be going back to Gallop Racer 2001. So we'll do that rotation, get that back. So dirt. And there's other games I will continue to play, of course. Rival Stars I'm going to continue to play on my secondary channel, which I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I will get back into it because I have so many credits I can use in that game right now. Champion Horse Racing, I'll still keep that probably on this channel. Or, I don't know, because that's a game I can just kind of play without really needing to talk, because there's so much kind of lounging time, so to speak, where you just sit around and wait. Let's get Bionic Monster in another race. You want him in a G3? You know what? That's actually fine. If they think, when is this race? March. Okay, no, I'm not. I don't understand why the AI sometimes just intentionally puts your horse in a race 6 months ahead of schedule for no reason. And when I say no reason, I mean like the horse doesn't need to wait that long to race, and they just like, oh yeah, we'll race him like a year from now, and nothing's wrong with the horse. The horse is fine, still in good condition. It's weird. Anyways, Bionic Monster goes 6 to 9 furlongs. So let's see what if we can find him a G2 or a G3 at this point. I'm really not going to be picky about those. We can run him in a G3 at Yasmite. Was he ever a double S horse, or was he only an S-ranked horse? He was always only an S horse, which I guess that would also make sense as to why we struggled in some of the G1s. But we were the favorite a lot of the times. We should have won. I'm not going to use, you know what I just said? I'm not going to use that as an excuse. We were the favorite in most of those G1s, and we just did not. Well, look, 2 horses. Golden Club, who's ridden by Hughes. Storming Genius, ridden by Boyle. Look at Storming Genius now. She's actually got 3 stats above 70 in the yellow. Stamina actually was able to get to 50. That's not terrible. And she was a front runner horse. That's so frustrating. We just never got a chance. Now, she still hasn't won a race, clearly. She hasn't been doing too well, but man. Wow. Whoever's been riding her, she was supposed to finish 4th a couple of times, and they did not end up finishing 4th with her, so yeah. Golden Club, he's C ranked now. Has he won a race yet? He has. I can't remember. I think we won a race with him. Anyways, he has close race, not good. Like I said, it is what it is. So we're done checking. Both of those horses showed up. We can't race with them. Who wants to challenge me? You want to challenge me in the Daily S with Aunt B? You know what? Why not? You want to get yourself embarrassed? So that's what we'll end up doing. Give me a second, guys. G2, we're the favorites with Ant B. Collins is on the second favorite with Ancient Thrill, so he may still give us a little bit of a test here. Full field of 14. And we're in gate position 11. Yuck, so I got to get a really good start and try to get Ant B to overtake the other 10 horses to the inside of us and get her right behind the lead horse. That's the goal. So let's see if we can manage that. Not a great start, but we'll manage. Alright, so with Ant B, I'm just going to go ahead and push her right to the front. Now, she doesn't want to be leading. I'm just going to get her to the front, hold her back now, see if we can get this 2 horse to pass us, and then we'll just tuck her right behind the 2. Yep. We'll tuck her right here, and this is perfect.
Little too close.
Bump the horse. Yikes. No, move over, move over, move over. I was trying to... Oh, well, this race may be screwed. Didn't mean to bump that horse. Don't know how that happened. Now, her temper is terrible, which I didn't know. Nobody told me about that. Everybody's like, get Ant B, get Ant B. Nobody mentioned she had a terrible temper. That would have been nice to know beforehand. And now look at her stamina. I mean, that completely blew our race. Whatever. That completely blew our ways. And we're going to lose to Collins. Like, I hope this doesn't really mess us up.
And they're in the home stretch.
Oh, I hope this doesn't mess us up. Yep, he's going to go right past us. That's... I didn't even realize I bumped that horse. Like, it was the most... This race is over. Whatever. That's... We may lose Ant B, and I may have to buy her again. That's kind of... I hope not. But, I mean, dead last and we lose to our rival, that's so frustrating. It's one thing I don't like. A horse can be great. They have a temper. I don't want to ride with them. Ant B is fantastic, though. I don't want to lose her, but... Yikes. If I would have known, I should have done my research, honestly. I figured nobody would suggest a horse with a bad temper. I was just a little shocked. I was just shocked that people suggested me to get her, knowing that she had a bad temper. Ha ha ha, you need to get some new jokes. You know what, Collins? I'm probably still beating you in, like, most categories, most rankings. But, you know, whatever, bro. But that average drops our average down to 48. Earnings go up somehow. We still have Ant B, thankfully. Kind of got nervous we lost her. Philly Cup. Yeah, we'll run her in that, but ugh. We have one... We've only raced with her 4 times, and we have won twice. One of those being a G1. But that's 2 races. We were supposed to win with her, and we came in last, or close to last, because of her temper. Like, I hope her foals don't inherit her temper. That would really be annoying. She's got a fast growth spurt, which means her temper is pretty much going to stay at this level. 22, that's awful. I mean, that's close to... I mean, that's really close to 0. It's like, golly. Desert Diver racing here again. So, like I said, I just hope foals of Ant B don't acquire her temper rating. Because if they do, it's going to make me a little hesitant and nervous about using her as a broodmare long term. I don't want to have a whole flock of horses with terrible tempers. You know what I mean? I could care less about their ability. If they have a temper, the ability doesn't mean anything if you can't control the horse, right? You can have a great horse, a great athlete, but if they have a temper, they can't keep themselves under control, that talent means nothing. It goes out the window. I would rather have a very well-behaved, without a temper, a well-behaved, no crazy tempered horse than a horse with, you know, the greatest ability in the world but a super high temper. I would much rather settle for a horse with lesser ability but who is consistent and doesn't have a temper. I will take that any single day. Anyways, full field of 14 for the World Turf Cup. We're going to go through the field quickly and show you guys what we're working with. So, the 10 is Perfect Runner, ridden by James. The 9 is True Saint, ridden by Dean. The 11 is True Saints, ridden by Dean. Thought I said the 9. Maybe I did. The 12 is Slender Eagle, ridden by Jordan. 13 is Global Song, ridden by Newman. 14 is Radiant Merit, ridden by McGowan. The 1 horse is Main Nova, ridden by Lynch. The 2 is Captain Fame, ridden by Hines. 3, Desert World, ridden by Jinkus. 4, Pearly Ball, ridden by Capono. 5 is Selfish Image, ridden by Pitt. Basically rocking the American flag threads. 6 is Excellent Gates, ridden by Howard. 7, Royal World, ridden by Norton. 8, Radiant Onyx, ridden by Adams. We're on the 9, second favorite, Desert Diver. We can win or place. I'm going for the dub here. With Desert Diver, there's no reason to settle for second place, but if we do get second, I won't be upset. So yeah, I'm going to do my thing here. Hopefully, we come through. Clear Bay has a record here, set 225-4. Not worried about the record. I'm just worrying about a win.
The horses are in the gate.
Okay, Star. Here we go. All right. So we gotta get Desert to the front. So I gotta send them up there with a sense of urgency, really quick, really quick. All right. Okay, come on, come on, come on. All right, slow him up. 13 is still trying to overtake, and he is stepping out ahead of us a little bit. I want to get Desert Diver ahead of him. I know you're running a little fast. It's fine. You got it. I got faith in you. All right, just want to get him past. Newman's also holding his horse back, so both of our horses were kind of trying to gun it. Hopefully they have enough stamina to last. This should be good. Should be a good pace right here. Yeah, it should be a good pace right here. Yeah, just me and Newman right now. Who is the favorite. So it's 1 and 2 at the top here. It's less than 8 furlongs to go. Desert Diver leading by about half a length here. Maybe a little bit more now over Global Song, who is the favorite. He's going to tuck in behind us now. Probably save some ground, which we're running relatively solid here. Pace is about mid pace. We're not running too fast, not running too slow, so should be good. We'll see what happens. Stamina is max for Desert Diver. I think he's comfortable. We had to push him a little bit in the front, or I should say in the early goings of the race, just to get him to the front, but I think he settled in quite well, so we should still finish strong here. We can still win this race. And running comfortably, not running too fast, which is the key. If we were running these fast lap times, I'd be worried, but since they're about mid-pace, we should be okay. So get him going. Just gotta get him moving a little bit. Now, I don't know if Newman hasn't gotten his horse started yet. Now he has. I'm like, his horse was dropping a little bit. Now, he's still the favorite, so he can still have a strong running to close in on us, but I mean, he's got a long way to go. He's coming. He's coming, but I think it's a little too late. He had to stay close to us. He had to stay close to us to have a chance. A Desert Diver wins another G1. This horse continues to dominate. Holy cow. What? 4 or 5 lengths. Easy win there. Easy win for Desert Diver. Another G1. And once again, I wasn't worried. I'm like, pace is good. Newman decided to drop back, which was a mistake. He should have kept his horse behind us. I would have challenged Desert Diver and caused a little bit more anxiety, but he fell back too much. He definitely should have, yeah, 5 lengths, I called it. He should have stayed with us. I thought he was going to stay with us for most of the race, and he just dropped his horse back, tucked in behind us, and eventually fell back about 5, 6, maybe even 7 lengths. And I mean, Desert Diver goes, man. Once he goes, he goes. You got to stick with him. You got to stay close to him, because it's highly unlikely you're going to catch him in the stretch. Newman tried, and we still ended up winning by 5 lengths. We still probably could have ran for another half a furlong and still possibly could have won that race. So, another awesome effort from Desert Diver. Gallop World Series progress. Arctic Crop is still third for the sprint category with 18 points. Global Song is first, the horse we just beat, but Arctic Crop is second. Desert Diver is actually fourth, so we got 2 of our horses up there for the turf rating. Dirt, we have nobody. Jockey-wise, we're third. Capono is still leading. Thompson's in second. And Collins is not even on the top 10, talking about, I need to work on my jokes. You need to work on your racing, Collins. How about that? We're back to 500. Awesome stuff. All right, let's look at Desert Diver.